Good evening, y'all. This is Ryan Jackson from RyanJacksonLLC.com. Hope y'all are doing good. Hope you're having a good day today. The weekend is upon us, so end of the week. So I hope y'all had a good week. Start this video off. I have a couple of issues with the NBA's list of 75 greatest players. As we all know, those of us who watch the NBA, this is the NBA's 75th season. So over the past 3 days, they've been listing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. They did 25 players each day. They did 25 on Tuesday, 25 on Wednesday, 25 on Thursday. The greatest players ever to play in the NBA, 75 players. Joe Dumars wasn't on there. Have a huge problem with that. Bernard King wasn't on there. Huge problem with that. Dwight Howard was. Not taking anything away from Dwight Howard. Great player. Not a fan of Dwight Howard, but I wouldn't put him on there. Not at least not yet. Bill Walton was on there. That's right. Injury prone Bill Walton. Yes, he won a title in 1977 and then another one in 86 when he was backing up Robert Parrish on the 86 Celtics. This is true. I think he got one most valuable player, not most valuable player, excuse me. Most improved player, a comeback player of the year in 86, if I'm not mistaken. But on the NBA's graded top 75 list, no. Definitely a great player in college. One of the greatest ever in college basketball. Bill Walton, that is. But NBA top 75 greatest players? No. Hell no. And I have a problem. Current players shouldn't have been on there just yet. I don't think. Only a handful. Of course, Steph Curry, KD, LeBron, Carmelo Anthony. Nah. Well, yeah. Just a handful. Klay Thompson, definitely. But Dwight Howard, no. This is just my opinion, my take on this. So let's keep that in mind. Just my take. Joe Dumars, Bernard King, yes. Dwight Howard, no. Bill Walton, no. Who else was on there? Damian Lillard, no. I mean, it's only a handful of current players you can put on there. Like I said, LeBron, Steph, KD, Carmelo, Luka Doncic, no. See, they were reaching. I mean, he's only been in the league 4 years. You cannot put Luka Doncic on there. He hasn't done anything. Kawhi Leonard, no. No. Dwight Howard, no. Like I said, current players, only a handful. Only a handful. But how can you not put Joe Dumars on there? Joe Dumars, 1989 Finals MVP. He won the final. He was on the championship Pistons. They won it back to back, 89-90. Two championships, 89-90. Excuse me. 89 Finals MVP. Won a championship as an executive, as general GM of the Pistons. So that's 3 championships. 2 as a player, 1 as in the front office. Won Executive of the Year award in 2004. They have a sportsmanship award, if I'm not mistaken, named after Joe Dumars. Is it the Joe Dumars Sportsmanship, NBA Sportsmanship Award for the player who demonstrates, sportsmanship throughout the season? I believe that's named after Joe Dumars, if I'm not mistaken. I already said 89 Finals MVP, back-to-back championships, 89 and 90. Was one of the was the backcourt was part of the backcourt for the bad boy Pistons. The other being the great Isaiah Thomas, who's on the list of top 75 players, and rightfully so. Hell, Isaiah was on the top 50, and rightfully so. Zeke deserves to be on there. Deserves to be on there. But Joe Dumars was the other half of the backcourt for the bad boy Pistons, and he's not on there. Are you kidding me? Not one of the top 75 players. But Chris Mullin is. Reggie Miller is. And these were great players, don't get me wrong, but Joe Dumars guarded the team's best player. MJ is on record as saying that Dumars was the best defender he's ever faced. He gave him the most problems. Michael Jordan said this. Joe Dumars, he couldn't stop Michael Jordan. He just contained him from scoring 30 to 40 to 50 points, 60 points. I think his average against Dumars is in the 20s, which is still good. He locked down Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller can do nothing with Joe Dumars. Nothing. John Starks, Mitch Richmond, Dennis Johnson, DJ, Magic. I mean, oh, come on. Did y'all see what he did to Magic in the 88 finals? Can't say 89 because Magic went out with a hamstring injury. But the 88 finals, Dumars won that match. Oh, my gosh. And he could score. When Isaiah retired, Dumars was the point guard, and he averaged over 23 points. I think twice. I know he averaged over 20 points. But this was like later in his career after Isaiah had retired, before Grant Hill got there. I mean, come on. Matter of fact, I think the year before Isaiah retired, Joe averaged over 23. I want to say the 92-93 season, because Isaiah retired the 94 season. So before the season before Isaiah retired, Joe was doing his thing scoring. And then continued it until Grant Hill came and, he got drafted. And then, it was his team. But, I mean, come on. I mean, seriously? No Joe Dumars? No Bernard King? Bernard King, I mean, next to, you got to put him up there with MJ, Dominique. Bernard King was one of the most dominant scorers in the 1980s. And those Knicks teams of the 80s, the early 80s, 84, 85, Bernard King was the man. Dominant. Great low post player. Mid-range jumper. How can you not put Bernard King on there? I think they just put too many current players on there who are still playing, and they haven't, their body of work, they haven't had the accomplishments yet. Granted, Dwight Howard, Damian Lillard, they've been in the league a long time. I grant you that. They've been in the league a long time. Think Dwight Howard, 17 years. Damian Lillard, 10, 11 years. Wait until after he's retired. You're going to put him on the top 100? Put him on the top 100. Dwight Howard, want to put him on the top 100? Put him on the top 100. And T-Mac was left off, Vince Carter. So I'm just glad they didn't take players that were in the top 50. I'm just glad they didn't take them off and added someone else. I'm glad they didn't do that, because that would have been wrong and disrespectful. So, and that would have really ticked me off too. So I'm glad they didn't do that. I'm glad they left the top 50 alone. But you got to put Joe Dumars on there. You have to put him on there. I'm glad to see Dominique finally made it. He should have been in the top 50. I've said this for years. Take Scottie Pippen off the top 50. Put Dominique on there. No, you want to put Scottie Pippen in the top 75? Yes, definitely. Top 50? No. Dominique? Yes, definitely top 50. But I'm glad he's on top 75 nevertheless. Bob McAdoo, I'm glad he's on the list. He should be in the top 50 for God's sakes, but I'm glad he's on the top 75. Dennis Rodman, part of the Bad Boy Pistons. I'm sorry, Bulls fans. We had him first. We drafted him. We made him into an all-star and to the player he was, you know, a young Rodman, the player that he was and that he later became. He spent most of his time in Detroit, 7 years. He spent 3 with y'all. Well, 2 previously in San Antonio. But people bypassed that because they didn't win no championship. And, well, rightfully so. But he was a dominant player when he was with Detroit. Defensive player of the year. All those rebounding titles was with the Pistons. Those 2 championships with Detroit. Was an all-star with Detroit. I could go on and on. Yeah, he spent 3 years in Chicago. He won 3 titles, but he didn't win rebounding titles. He won them with us. Defensive player of the year with us. All-star with us. With the Pistons. This team. Not San Antonio, not Chicago. Well, definitely not San Antonio, but definitely not Chicago either. So we had him first, y'all. He was a dominant player with us. Did great things in Chicago. He contributed. No question about it. No argument about that. But his Detroit years is what will go down as his Hall of Fame years, and was what got him on this list of top 75 players. I'm just so mad at Klay Thompson. How can you not put Klay Thompson on there? Yes, he's been hurt the past 2 years. I get that. 3 championships, half of the Splash Brothers. Steph Curry, yeah. But his other half, Klay Thompson, the man scored 37 points in 1 quarter. What's Klay? 5-time All-Star? Something like that? 5-6-time All-Star, if I'm not mistaken. If anyone's watching this video, feel free to comment. Let me know how many times Klay's been an All-Star. I know it's been more than 3, 4, maybe 4 or 5 times, I think. All-Star. Olympian. 3-time NBA champion. Come on, really? And Klay has every right to be mad. He has every right to. You put him on there. I mean, no, you leave him off, but put Damian Lillard on there. You leave Klay Thompson off, but put Damian Lillard on there, and they came to the league around the same time. And Damian Lillard hasn't even sniffed the second round of the playoffs. Maybe, I think, no, correction. He did go to the conference finals, but he got swept. Swept. He'd gotten out of the first round maybe once, maybe twice. That I can recall, maybe twice. But Klay Thompson has gone to the finals 5 straight years, won 3 championships, 4 or 5-time All-Star and Olympian, and he's not on the list. Are you kidding me? But Damian Lillard is. Granted, Damian Lillard is a great player. Not taking anything away from Dame time. Nothing at all. But you can't put him on there and leave Klay Thompson off. You just can't do that. I mean, come on. That's wrong. And AD. Did someone put AD? Is AD on there? Don't understand why he's on there. But like I said, it's too many current players. It's maybe a handful, like I said. Definitely LeBron, Steph, Klay, the Splash Brothers. Definitely them. Carmelo, yeah. There's someone else I said. And KD. Those 5. Definitely them. James Harden could wait. Damian Lillard could wait. Dwight Howard could wait. But this is just my opinion. Just my opinion. This is the way I see it. Joe Dumars should have been on there. And I could make a case that Joe Dumars should have been in the top 50. But whatever. Grant Hill wasn't on the top 75. That's questionable. People look at his injury history, so I could kind of understand that. But you have got to put Joe Dumars on there. How can you leave Joe Dumars and Bernard King off? How? How? It makes no sense. It makes no sense. Can't make it make sense. You leave Joe Dumars and Klay Thompson off, but you put on there Damian Lillard, Reggie Miller, which rightfully so Reggie Miller, but I mean Damian Lillard, Dwight Howard. Come on. AD, James Harden. Come on. Come on. Too many current players and not enough former players. And one current player that really should have been on there. So, yeah, my issue. I understand why Klay is upset, and rightfully so. But definitely Joe Dumars and Klay Thompson should have been on this list. Take off Dwight Howard, Damian Lillard, AD. Let them, whatever. Y'all can have the top 100, but not right now. Just my thoughts, my opinions. But let me know what you think. Share your thoughts and opinions. You heard mine. I would love to know what you think. What say you? Let me know. We don't gotta agree, but let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Even on this, let's agree to disagree without being disagreeable. Even though this is sports related and it's not that serious. Any event, I'm gonna hop off of here. Take care. God bless. Love y'all. Oh, hit the thumbs up button. Smash that thumbs up button. Share this video. And subscribe to that channel, family. Please subscribe. Subscribe, and smash that thumbs up button and share this video. On that note, take care. Love you. God bless. I'm out. Take care.